Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch in grade 5 titanium was launched in 2022. This is the Laurent Ferrier Sport Auto, a watch that is often requested and infrequently in stock. I'm presenting it here so that you know what you'll get if you are the lucky man. Again, reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com to know more, but the dimensions, I can tell you, are excellent and versatile. 41.5 millimeters in diameter, it's 12.9 millimeters thick, 47.7 from lug to lug, 51.7 from end link to end link. That's the total horizontal distance across the wrist. It has a mass of about 102.42 grams, so it's not heavy, all in titanium. It wears comfortable. It has a very flexible, light-feeling bracelet. It almost has the wrist feel of a Rolex Jubilee. And it's easy to wear. You can see on my wrist, 16 centimeters in circumference, a 70s-inspired tonneau. And this watch is called the Sport Auto for reasons that have more to do with motorsports than aquatic sports. And I'll talk about the motorsports inspiration in a moment. But first, on my 16-centimeter wrist, you can see the watch is thin enough that it will easily slide under a cuff. Over the top, it's nowhere near the edge of my wrist. You can see down the barrel, I've got plenty of clearance. You probably wear this on a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference, and it is very comfortable. Again, if you're familiar with the feel of a Rolex Jubilee bracelet, it's like that. You can see the bracelet is also very intricately finished, particularly these beveled inner links. Now you can see that we have many removable links here, and they're fixed by screws. That's the right way to make a bracelet. Patek doesn't do it that way anymore, but this is how Laurent Ferrier does it. And it's easy to size this up at home with a jeweler's screwdriver. You can also see we've got a sort of intermediate size link in there. And then we've got a double folding clasp that is made of titanium, like the watch, and a twin trigger release. So you have to press both of them for this to open up. So it's not going to open inadvertently. It's ready for rough and tumble sporting action. Screw down crown, 120 meters, water resistant. It's a sports watch, so it better have lume, and it sure does, no shortage. White gold hands and indices, upscale. They won't tarnish or oxidize or change color with time. We've got a crosshair blue dial with sort of a very fine granular matte finish. It is gradient, so it's lighter at the center and darker at the edge. You can see we've got an interesting sort of sloped and profiled aperture for the date, and a fascinating way of doing that, replacing an index, and somewhat more graceful than a simple sheer cut through the dial like many would do. You can see that the watch does feature no hacking seconds, but let me demonstrate how the full setting system works here. I'll show you the date change and then the quick set. So it doesn't have hacking, but it does have a quick set function. It has a wonderfully serify font on the date wheel. Turning it over, we've got a caliber 270. Laurent Ferrier makes no bones about collaborating with La Fabrique du Temps on movement design, but if you're going to collaborate with the best, and Fabrique du Temps is. This caliber 270 features a platinum micro rotor with a silent winding, jeweled staff, and micro ratchet. It's got a 3-day power reserve via a single barrel. It's got a 4 hertz beat rate rather than the typical Laurent Ferrier 3 hertz, because 4 hertz is better at maintaining precision in a sports watch that might deal with lots of vibrations, shakes, and concussions. It's a 6-position adjusted balance, so that's fully adjusted. A chronometer is 5. A high horology watch like a Lange or Vacheron generally 5. But that 5-position adjustment means there can be one position where it keeps terrible time, and you can sort of hide all the crap timing-wise in that one untested position. With 6 positions tested, this is a purely high-grade, fully adjusted movement. It does not have the one low-grade timing position. So any position with respect to gravity, this will be an excellent timekeeper. Now about that micro rotor, it's made of platinum, which gives it a high degree of polar moment, so a great turning force to wind efficiently. It features a jeweled staff rather than a ball bearing, and a jeweled staff is silent. There's also a micro ratchet system, and you can't feel it, you can't hear it. Maybe second or maybe co-equal with the old jeweled staff Rolex perpetual winding systems. It is the quietest and least tangible winding system I've encountered. It's a large-sized movement. It's made of brass, but the bridges and plates are ruthenium plated. And you can see that this caliber, which features 31 jewels, includes mirrored bevels that are incredibly broad. I should mention here that we have a conventional Swiss lever escapement. It's not one of the trick double direct impulse systems from, for example, the Gallet micro rotor. That was judged not robust enough for a sports watch. This has a standard Swiss lever. It also has an overcoil hairspring for concentric breathing in A position. We have beautiful bevels in all the jewel sinks. We have mirrored anglage. We also have a number of sharp inward angles where bevels converge in a sharp crease. We have engine turning of a very high grade on the base plate that you can see here. All screw heads are polished with chamfered slots in circumference. And you can also appreciate that this bridge for the rotor is made of steel. It's mirror polished across its top and it's beveled on its sides. All of this is deeply impressive stuff from a watch that can be your all-the-time watch. With a mass of just over 102 grams, it's very, very light as well. If you like it and you want to make this one yours, reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.